So today we are going to learn basic Plaxis 2D. How to work on the 2D. We are going to give the some demonstration. Based on some people request, we are giving this demonstration. So you can make a note. Before you enter into the actual window, this is a quick start window. So here you can have the option to start new project or open existing project. And here that whatever the project you recently opened, it will be history of recent file. It will be displayed in the recent project list. The right side, whatever the news, latest news, it will be displayed in the right side. And what are the eligibility of your license, it will display in the right corner, right bottom corner. This is the quick select window. So let's start the new project. So once you click the new project, it will display the project properties. Here you need to enter the title. So what project name, you can enter the title. Just I give the demo on 15/9, and then you can move to next window by select next tab, or you can directly click on the tab model window. Both will be same. So if you click the next here menu, you can able to go to next tab, that is model. Here the model condition, you have the different type. So model, whether you are going to do plane strain or axis symmetry, here you need to choose what type of problem you need to select here. And elements for Plaxis 2D, we have two options: 6 node triangular element and 15 node triangular element. Two type of elements. So 15 node, it's a higher order, so we will get the better result compared to the 6 node, even though if it is a small number of elements. Remaining these units defaultly you can keep as it is, unless otherwise you need to change the unit. You can keep the default unit. Better for most of the cases, 90% of your problem, the default unit will be satisfied. Here the contour, that is what is your limit of your working plan. That is x direction how much you need to do, and y direction how much limit, total number of layer or straight or total depth you need to give within this limit. Why this limit? Because our screen will be properly arranged. Otherwise the screen will be very huge and our model will be very small. It is inappropriate. Better you can limit the how much you need the boundary limit. Same way you need to limit these values. So if we are going to do a small problem, so let's consider a x limit of 30 meters, 0 to 30, y 0 to minus 20. We are considering minus 20. The 0 is the ground level and minus 20 is the bottom of the horse data. That's what we are assuming. X limit and y limit, we are specified the values. So here what we are doing, project you need to give the title. In the model we need to choose what type of model, whether plane strain or axis symmetry, and element, triangular element, whether 6 node or 15 node, you need to choose which element we are going to apply in our project. And here you need to specify our limitation of boundary, that we need to specify the limit. So next one, constant, but these things you not required for much. This is based on for thermal analysis, so it is not considered for our case. So we can limit to project and model, and then just click OK. So if you clicked OK, now we are in minus 20 to 0. Because y minimum we need to at the bottom we need to make it. Okay. So now we are in the Plaxis main window. Okay, this is the Plaxis main window. At the top, this is our file menu. So the file you can go for new, open, recently open list, and then save project, pack project. If you have the model, you can make the pack, that is zip, then you can send for mail or whatever it is. Close the project. It's a Bentley cloud service, project wise, import soil, export geometry. So these are all file menu. Next, edit option, undo, redo, and soil, we can import the soil or modify the soil layer, you can use this option. And then option, you can display number, automatic, autocomplete, licensing information, these things you have the option. Expert setting, so here whatever the blue, this will be a select subscription additional option. This will be those who are under the maintenance, you will eligible to use this command. Wherever you are finding that blue icon, those commands normally it will not be available, only under the during the maintenance you will get these features. And then help, so this is the menu. And then below that it's a toolbar, general toolbar, it's a horizontal toolbar. Here new, open, save, undo, redo, magnifying, and move, these are all the general toolbar. Below that modes, different modes in Plaxis. So soil mode, we can able to create our soil. Structure mode, based on your type of structural elements, you can create the structure mode. Mesh mode, we can be able to generate the mesh. Flow condition, you can adjust the water levels. Staged construction, we need to specify the different sequence of construction. This is the modes. Each mode, this vertical toolbar will change. The left top pan has a selection explorer. So the selection explorer, whatever the object you are selected in this graphical user interface, this is the window. Whatever the object, we can able to directly create this window. If you select this object, that object display detail in this explorer pan. Below that model explorer, so the model explorer, whatever we created, whatever we input the detail, everything it is summarized in this model explorer. Right side, it's a graphical user interface. You can control directly by using right mouse, or you can use the command, you can directly enter the input command. And whatever the we define the input command, it is summarized in the command line. So this is actually a graphical user interface. Between the explorer pan and your graphical user interface, this is a vertical toolbar. This vertical toolbar, this toolbar will change based on the mode. In the soil mode, we can have the create borehole, import soil, this kind of toolbar available. When we move to structure, this vertical toolbar will change. Single selection, multiple selection, move, multiple copy, node, create point, create line, create soil polygon, create tunnel, create load, prescribed displacement, structure. These are all vertical toolbar. Based on the mode, this vertical toolbar will change. Okay, this is the mesh. The mesh mode, after generating your soil and structure, we can able to go for mesh mode. So now we can learn how to define the soil profile. Let's say there's a 2 layer. So one is 6 meter, another one layer 14 meter. So 2 layer we are going to create soil strata, because already we defined the limit in the project properties. We already defined the extent, x direction 0 to 30, y direction 0 to -20. So already we defined this limit. So now we are going to create the borehole. Select create borehole tool. So we are considering only one borehole. So the borehole location 0 0. So you can move 0 0 position and press the left mouse button. Just click left mouse. Now the program will generate one borehole at the location x0. Next command head, where is your water level? That is transfer, that is specified in the defaultly it will 0, but suppose in case it will be below 2 meter, then minus 2 meter we need to specify here. Before that we can add 2 layer. By soil strata you can use this add tool. Once you click, it will display what's your top of your strata and bottom coordinate of strata. This is the first strata is 6 meter, next strata 14 meter. So top 0, bottom minus 6, that is your 6 meter depth in the vertical direction. Then minus 20 is 6 meter, top of the next layer automatically choose from the bottom of the previous layer. So minus 20. You see in the side borehole profile, it is clearly mentioned 2 profile. One is 6 meter, another one is 14 meter. And see the blue pressure showing the water pressure. Suppose there is a minus 2 meter from the top your water level. I changed it to minus 2. Now this is your water table and pressure is changed. So this is where we can create the different strata. So first strata it is minus 6 meter depth, second strata up to minus 20 meter. This material it is not assigned. Both material it is not assigned. So we will see how to create the soil layer and create the how to apply the soil into the particular layer, how to apply. We are going to learn the next step. So first step we learn how to create the borehole. By using this tool, select where the borehole location. So once you get this pop-up window of your borehole detail, specify your coordinate of x and what is your water table and add how many layer you need to add. You can click multiple times to get the number of strata. So once you define 2 strata, just click OK. Now still this icon is active. Now press escape or right mouse. Right click mouse will end the command. Press escape to finish the command. Otherwise still the command is active. Now there is a 2 layer. 2 strata we created, but we are not assigned any material. Okay, now the borehole 2 strata we generated. Now we need to create the material. So how to generate the material? In this vertical toolbar, there is a show material command. This is a show material command. Just select this command. Now it will pop up the new window, material set. So the project material set type, soil and interface, plate, geogrid, embedded beam row, anchor. These 5 elements available. So here we are generating 2 soil. So better you can choose the soil and interface set type and then go to new. So in the new, see defaultly the program will generate the Moore-Coulomb material model. Suppose if you want to another type, you can expand, scroll down the available material model. These are all the material model available. Linear elastic, Moore-Coulomb, hardening soil with small strength, UBC, soft soil with creep, jointed rock, modified gameplay, NGA by ADP, UDCM, Hogan Brown, CQG, this concrete and user-defined soil model. These are all material model. You can choose which material model you want to use, you can choose. So for our demonstration, we can go for Moore-Coulomb model. Whether the drainage type, whether our soil type drain or undrained A or B, you can go through the different explanation in this side hint box. You can go through that. So I choose the drained option. So just give the tentative value, general properties, gamma unsaturated unit weight, gamma saturated unit weight. Okay, so these are all 5 tabs. Here you need to define the different soil properties. So general, so it's a soil 1, just to give the name soil 1. So next tab, it is parameter. So here you need to define the stiffness parameter and strength parameter. These 2 parameter we need to define. Stiffness parameter, it is 10,000 assume, and then Poisson ratio 0.3. We can also give the alternative value. C value, just I give the tentative value. Psi value. So here this 3 plus 2 5 parameter is mandatory for Moore-Coulomb model. So remaining tab, suppose if you want to do the flow analysis, we need to define the groundwater condition. So what is the permeability value you need to define. Here you need to choose which data you want to use. And if you want to thermal, go to thermal mode. Interface, suppose if you are going to use interface element, that is soil and structure, you want to use the interface, whether interface is rigid or manually you can control. So this option you can define based on our type of soil and structure. Initial condition, choose the automatic, or you can also choose the manual, what is the value you can define. So this parameter, we need to define the general and stiffness parameter is mandatory. Remaining, as per your requirement, you can choose. Select OK. So now we generate one soil type. So how to assign? Go to drag and drop the first layer. So you can just drag and drop to assign the material. So there is a multiple option. You can select this and right click and go to soil and set material. You can change any type. Similarly, you can particular cluster. The selection explorer, it will be give the detail. Whatever the layer you are select, it will be displayed in the selection explorer. We can change to another type. Suppose if already we have another type of material, it is the available existing soil type, we can make it. We can also track to in this bank, we can use for later. So like that we can import the other project file also, we can share and import. So now the second, we need to choose different material. You can expand here and then choose the second material. Okay, like that we can change. So both are similar color, I just change the color. Okay, so now there is a 2 type. So you can modify by selecting this position, or you can also right click, go to soil and set material and change, or you can drag and drop. So there are multiple options to assign the material. So like that we can change the material or you can assign the material. You can also expand the model explorer, soil type, and you can choose the change the value. Similarly, so type 2, you can modify the soil type. So like that there is a multiple option to control the change of properties. Okay, so now we generate one simple 2 strata model. So now we can add one foundation at the top of the soil. So how to create? Go to structure mode. So now our soil profile model is over. Then you can move to next mode, structure. Go to structure mode. So here you have the option select single, multiple selection, move, create array, that is for multiple copies, create for point, create line. This is the polygon. This is for tunnel. For tunnel generator, you can use the create tunnel generator, loading, displacement, structure, hydraulic condition, whether drain or well position, you can mark it. And this is the thermal condition. It's a connection. If you have the multiple element, you can define the connection type, whether it is fixed or pinned, you can control. This is the boundary. We can change the boundary. The program come with default boundary condition. These sides are normally fixed, at the bottom fully fixed. So these two condition on top is free. This is the default boundary condition. Suppose if you want to modify, you can make the modification. So how to make the modification? That we can go for during staged construction, we can able to modify, or you can create the displacement by defining prescribed displacement at the boundary. We can control the boundary condition. That also it will possible. Okay, now in the structure mode, what we are going to create, one small plate element we are going to create, over which we are going to apply a load, uniformly distributed load, and we are going to do the analysis. So this for how to use the program, you can easily learn by using this simple exercise. So for fine, next we can move to structure. This is the create structure toolbar. So once you click this toolbar, we have the multiple structural element tools. So create fixed and anchor, create plate, create geogrid, create embedded beam row, create interface, create node to node anchor. So now we need to create a plate element, because it's like a spread footing. We are going to create a plate. We are going to create the plate with 2 meter width. So our center part is 15 meter. So select create plate. Now starting point 14.0 to 16.0. So starting and end point. Use this left mouse. Once you finish the command, right click the mouse to end the command. Press escape to finish the command. Otherwise, still the command is active. Now we generate one plate. Okay. So now we need to apply a pressure. Say, suppose we are going to apply a 100 kilonewton vertical downward direction. Right click on this element. There is a multiple commands display. Go to create line load. So now what happened? Already we have one line with the plate. So now the program will create, by using that the existing line, create a line load. So we have the option line displacement also we can create. So whatever it is possible by line, you can generate by right click on the any element. You can create the additional element by using this right click option. So now we need to create the line load. Just click on the line load. Now we have apply a load. We are not defining any magnitude. Just while we are doing the construction sequence, we are going to use this magnitude. We can define the value. Now the default value, it is come to x direction 0, y direction -1. So now there is a plate element. We need to create material. Show material tool. Again expand in the right direction. We are going to choose the existing element. So I am just tracking the existing element. So it is elastic footing. So here you need to define Young's modulus multiplied by A, area. So EA1, because it's isotropy, both directions same value. EI value average effective thickness, the program will calculate. What is the weight and Poisson ratio, the value we already given. So now just track, drop on the plate. Now we assign the material. So you can see whether the material assigned or not, you can check it. So plate, already the material is assigned. Okay. So now we create one plate and we apply the load. So now let's move to meshing option, go to mesh. So in the mesh toolbar, you can be able to view the different vertical toolbar. So again, it's a single selection, multiple selection. You can check the geometry, whether our geometry is created properly, you can check. Refine the mesh. Suppose I want to small element compared to the remaining area. In this area, we want finer mesh. You can select this line and you can change the coarseness factor, or you can right click, refine the mesh. If you put the refine mesh, that 1/3 will be reduced. So the size will be 1/3. Again, if you click 1/3 plus 50%. So now 0.25 to 0.125 it is changed. So here we can control the finer mesh by selecting any object. You can also select this soil and refine, or you can define the coarseness factor. You can change here. So like that we can modify the mesh properties. So this is the refining option. Similarly, you can coarsen particular area by using this coarsen the mesh tool, and then you can go for reset local coarseness. That will be get back the original value by using this reset global coarseness, and then generate the mesh. Use this option to generate the mesh, and after mesh you can view the mesh by using this view toolbar. Before going for calculation, you can choose any particular point for plot the curve. You can choose this command. So now we are going to use this generate mesh option. Just click. So I generate the medium mesh. Just click OK. Now the program will generate the mesh. So the mesh has generated total number of elements and number of nodes. At the bottom you can be able to view. So now we can be able to view the mesh. Go to this tool, view mesh option. Actually it is opening that new output window. I will just stop sharing this window and I will open new. Yes, now this is the output window. You can be able to view the mesh. See here a finer mesh. Plaxis has a capacity, automatically it will join the finer to coarse mesh. You see that boundary, it is coarse mesh, but in this area it is finer mesh. The program will automatically connect the finer to coarse mesh by interpolating. So it will be a very powerful tool, so that you no need to worry about the how to connect. Automatically it will give the beautiful mesh option. You can check the mesh property also by selecting quality. So the quality of mesh. So here the red color is poorly graded, green one, yeah, good quality. So that mostly it will the good quality of mesh. Okay, we will accept this one and then close this window. So again come back to geometry. Okay, this is the geometry once again. Now we finished soil mode. In the soil mode we generate one borehole option. In the structure mode we generate one structure, that is foundation for plate element, over which we applied the load. The mesh we generate the finer mesh in this our loading area, remaining it's a medium area, and then move to flow condition. So as per our default water table is 2 meter from the ground level. So how to modify during the construction sequence, we can check it. So next, staged construction. We can move to staged construction. In the staged construction, the program automatically generates the initial phase condition. Initial phase means all the structural, whatever the elements we generated in the structure, it will be inactive. So only the soil mode will be active. So now we are in the staged construction. So whatever we generated in the soil in the initial phase, automatically it will active. So remaining all the elements is inactive. Still you need to check whether your unwanted elements are active or not. You can check in the left side model explorer. So in the plate, in front of plate, there is a square checkbox is there. It is blank. So there is no plates selected, no line load selected. So this is actually you can control from the model explorer also. Okay, in the initial phase only soil has activate and with the water table. So you can double click, see that initial phase. Calculation type is K-naught procedure. We are going to use K-naught procedure. If your ground profile is non-uniform, non-horizontal, then you can use the gravity loading option. So for perfectly a layer is straight, then we can use K-naught procedure. So this is the initial phase condition. Next phase, we are going to add one phase. That's a phase 1. Footing, activation of footing, plastic calculation. So we have the different type of calculation: plastic calculation, consolidation, safety, dynamic, fully coupled flow deformation, and dynamic with the consolidation. These are all different plastic calculation types available. What type of calculation you require, you can choose from this scroll bar option. So we are going to use the plastic calculation. Just select OK. We need to activate the plate. You can click here, right click, activate. So you can activate the plate. And then you can right click, go to line load and then activate. So like that you can activate one by one, or you can directly click on the plate and line load. So this way also you can activate. So now we just assign a foundation and we need to change the value. See, in the distribution it is uniformly loaded. X direction no load, Y direction we are going to apply 100 kilonewton per meter. 100 kilonewton per meter because it's a out of plane 1 meter. So we are considering per square meter. So 100 kilonewton we are applied. So add another phase. Same with the change of water condition. Okay. So now move to flow condition. Suppose there is another 2 meter water will be going down. So how to generate that level? So you can create new water level and then start from -1 to -4. Start from the another direction, right click and then end. Now you can right click on this water, make global. So now the water table will change from 2 to -4 meter. Now you can check the preview. So how the water pressure is changing, you can check. So now see the new window open and your water pressure it is displayed. So now it is -4 meter. From 0 here it will change. So like that we can modify the water level. Okay, you can close. So again come back to geometry. So like that we can change in the flow condition. So now in the staged construction, the program will do the calculation with the change of water head. So now the revised water condition is there. So now initial condition, green field condition, Second, we are applying the footing with the load. Third one, we changing the water condition. So now you can move to calculate. Go for calculate the mode. Just click calculate. So now the program give the warning, no nodes and stress points selected for plotting curve. So this option we can choose any point to choose the plotting curve, load versus displacement or displacement or stress versus strain. Those kind of thing you can choose for point nodes. So this will be see later stage. Now I just click ignore feedback and ask to calculate. Now the program will run to do the calculation for each stage. So now see in the left pan, initial phase, the green tick mark. That means it finished successfully, calculation is finished. Similarly, footing and change of water condition. All are fine. If you found any warning, it will be orange color. If you found failure stage, then it will be red cross. This tick mark will be changed according to the result. So you can verify and you can study the error, whatever you are getting the signal. Based on that, you can find out. Once you double click, you can able to view what is the last calculation, whether it is okay or not. Here it will be give the command. If it is failed, what is the reason? It will mention here. You can check it. And also you can get the reached value. You can find out the reached value. What is the value? That also you can find out from here. The reached value. Here you can find out what is the stiffness and what is the maximum value. Okay. So now let's move to how to study the result, how to view the result. In the staged construction, you have the multiple options, single selection, multiple selection. You can active, deactivate by toggle these tools. If you want to modification of any material, you can use here. And you can see the preview of the each phase. For plotting curve, you can choose the point and calculation and then go for view calculation result. So this option will guide how to view the result. If you click this, it will open the new output window. So it will open. So I will stop the share the screen and share the output window. Now the program will open defaultly with the deformed mesh shape. So you see this is the deformed mesh. Mesh contour, if you are able to view, this is your deformation on the each strata. This is a deformed mesh. You see that menu deformed total displacement. See there is a displacement contour. So contour, arrows, contour line. This way we can view the different result pattern. Shading option. Line, you can draw the line for modify your scanning line. Suppose instead of this location I want to see in the another direction, you can modify the location and see there's a values mentioned in the right side. What is the value, the deformation? It will be mentioned in the right side. You can easily index. You can make the screenshot by export to the file type. Export to the title. You can just simply export to the paint or image file. You can completely you can take the image of particular screens. So final after change of water condition, what is your change of deformation? Due to the change of water condition, how the values are changing, you can see the difference. So this is the deformation, total displacement, sum of the phase displacement, incremental displacement, total phase. These are all deformation phase. Next one, stress. different stresses, Cartesian effective stress, principal effective stress, pore water pressure, groundwater flow condition. These are all stress related result. So deformation and stresses. You can also make the print option. You can also select report generator. So everything we can make from this one. So that how to view the output. We can simply go for view the result and we will get the output window. From the output window, we can select particular result type. You can explore the required result. Okay, so water condition, how to modify, we will explain, and how to generate the your entire model, we explain. So now we are in the result window. So how to view the result for the structure? Now we saw that result for the soil. How to view the structure? You can select this toolbar. Select structure. Double click on the structure. It will open the new window. So this is your displacement for the particular footing. Now you see that deformation forces. So axial force, what is the value? Shear force and bending moment. So this all we will get it directly. The value is given in the each window at the bottom, or you can also check in the table format. If you want to view in the table format, just click the table. So now in the table, what is the plate, starting point, end point, what is the axial forces, shear force and moment. So everything it is explained, detailed given in the table format. So this table format you can make copy and paste. You just click Control A and then copy and then paste into the Excel file so that we can easily copy paste as per your requirement. So footing, each stage you can set the value. Initial phase, footing, and then change of water condition, what is the value. So now it's a result for different result. Deformed mesh shape, plate result, and then table form of result. So all the result, different options there. So based on that, you can see. So next session, we will see that how to create the curve and everything we will see. So now we finished that demonstration. If you have any question, we can raise the question. You can ask the question. See in the help menu, there is an option manual. If you click the manual, there are 5 type of manual. It will be there. It is a PDF file. So tutorial manual, reference manual, material model manual, everything is there. So this is the manual is there. Once you click that help manual, you will get the tutorial reference. So everything available, you can just click it. It will open the tutorial page. So another question, soil polygon for footing by applying footing property. Yes, we can make this also. See, once you create in the structure, see there is a cut polygon. Instead of line, you can create actual footing. You can create the line. See, after meshing, after mesh, if you move to staged construction, this area will be changed. Here you can assign different properties. Okay, you can see that properties in the soil and interface. We want concrete. Concrete is there. You can import and you can assign this area. Okay, this area will be concrete. See, now you see that this area will be, you can assign the concrete and then we can do the calculation. So you can create real footing and then you can assign the material. That also possible. You can use. Go ahead. Coarseness factor in Plaxis implies the average element size or something else. So actually that element will split into diagonally. A normal coarseness value is normal coarse element. It will be diagonally divided approximately 22 parts. Okay. So each part for area, it will be divided like that. If you go for coarseness factor 1 means it will be divided like that. If you 0.5 mean it will 50% lesser size it will display. And also if you want to control your own element size, once go for generate mesh, you can select the expert setting and then you can fix your element size, relative element size, that will be approximately equal to that particular size. So that also you can able to possible, you can go for expert setting and then you can minimize. All the webinar series you can able to view. Already finished 6 webinar. You can able to view all the things. You can register and view as per your convenient time.